Hey everybody. You know what I like to do on 3-day weekends? I like to look at some custom autographed baseball cards. Got a nice stack here. These are all cards that I created and got signed. We're going to start off with Joey Bart. Saw him in the Northwest League, and this is basically the design I've used for the last couple years for Northwest League prospects that don't have cards. At the time when Joey Bart came through with Salem Kaiser Volcanoes, he didn't have any major issue cards, so I was able to get this done. And that's probably one of my favorite designs that I came up with myself. Here is another the black border card. This is Sam Perlazzo, who played in the 70s with the Twins. And to me, he's the guy that sent Griffey on Edgar Martinez double. Now, Griffey was going anyway, but nonetheless, Sam Perlazzo, former second baseman and third base coach for the Mariners in 95. Another custom we got in the Northwest League. This is Seattle Mariner first baseman Evan White, Kentucky Wildcat, defensive whiz, won a gold glove this year, his rookie year, or 2020. He will win many more. He's awesome. They're waiting for the stick to come along. You know, hopefully it'll get there. They gave him an extension. One of these guys, he got a 7-year extension or something before playing higher than Double A. Pretty risky, but obviously the Mariners believe in him. Give him that kind of cash without making before he made his debut. Another Mariner, Carlos Silva, design I used for a little while. Pretty basic, kind of looks like a big league, Topps big league card. But there's that. Here's another, probably my second most used kind of prospect design that's sort of generic that I can just use for almost anyone. Big time prospect here for the Blue Jays, top 8, top 6 or 7 in major leagues. Nate Pearson made his debut this year. Got an injury fairly quickly, but can bring it, throw over 100. Real nice guy, and I have like 2 or 3 of these. Then I have them on some other design too, which I don't have here. About 5 years ago, Mariners had 2 guys with sort of long, flowing blonde locks. Ben Gamel and Taylor Motter. And they were affectionately referred to as the Flow Bros. So here's a card I did in a 64 top style landscape. Taylor Motter, Ben Gamel, the Flow Bros. And one of them, I forget, I think it was Ben Gamel, liked this card so much that I made an extra one for him. So there's one or 2 more of these floating around somewhere in the world. Who knows where, but there's the other one, the Flow Bros. This really isn't, it's more of like a photo that I made into a card. But no secret that Billy and Don Zimmer didn't get along. And so I put a little speech bubble here for Billy, and I said, "What were you saying to Zimmer in the Red Sox dugout here?" And he says, "Zim, you know one thing about hitting, it's hard to hit." So there's the Bill Spaceman Lee, colorful guy. I need to send to him. I want to send his 71 tops because even though I typically don't like facsimile autograph cards, he copies his facsimile autograph on there, and I think it's amusing. So that'd be the one time where I would want a facsimile autograph card. This is one. This is the only design in here that's straight up taken from something else. This is my take on 56 tops at the time. This is probably at least 10 years old, but Dave Hollins. The thing I remember most about this is it took forever to get it back. It was like a 3-year wait. So, but happy to have that one. 56, did I say 65? 56, you know what year it is. This one I like a lot too, if the players sign it in the right spot, and I have probably a dozen of these. This is just the one I grabbed, Tom Dukes. I leave a spot there at the bottom for the autograph. If it turns out, it looks great. A few players have signed over the photo. It looks okay that way too. But I really like this. Is probably one of my favorites. One of my favorite of all these designs here. I got two more to go. This one is a PCL card of Eddie Bazinski, who also played for the Dodgers. But during the 30s and 40s and 50s and part of the 60s, the PCL was considered like a third major league. And there were players in the PCL, they could have gone to the majors. They said, no thanks, I'm comfortable here. I'm being taken care of. I like my schedule or whatever, and just didn't even bother going to the bigs because they were already sort of in the bigs. And Portland Beavers were Eddie Bazinski played in the Portland Beavers, and even played for the Rainiers, I think, briefly. And traveled around quite a bit, but I do know that he played for the Dodgers. But this one here, little PCL custom, and I have one other player on this style, and that's all I have. So last card. This is the only one that's a cut, and the only one that I didn't totally design myself. It's more of an art card that I made into a cut. If you're a fan of the channel, you remember me getting this kind of bonus autograph that was actually intended for somebody else, and I was told I could keep it, and so I did some cutting and gluing and made this Darrell Evans cut autograph last night. I think it turned out pretty good. My own worst critic, I'm of course looking at the things that aren't perfect, but just at first glance, turned out pretty good. John Mangini, thank you for doing this giveaway. You've got a great channel. Obviously, 900 subscribers. Congratulations on that. And just keep doing what you're doing. You got an awesome collection. And I appreciate you always sharing, regularly uploading, just putting out different interesting things. And your channel, along with the Vintage Oddball cards and stuff like that, a couple other channels like that, I should say, have really gotten me into vintage and oddball. But over the last year or so, and that's where I've been kind of going with my collection. So I really appreciate the education, all the information I get from you. And I hope you liked my video. I told you I'd make one. I wanted to just do it right away to get it over with. So for those of you that watch my other videos, this is also going to serve as a collection showcase, because I've been wanting to do this anyway, to show off some custom things. And by no means am I like a whiz with the editing programs, but a lot of these I really like. I mean, there's really not a lot of other stuff out there kind of like this. And so I'm really happy with most of these. And I hope you liked it too. And until next time, remember, we don't count friends. I was bound to do that eventually. We don't count subscribers. We do count friends. I knew I was going to do that someday. I didn't know today would be the day. But anyway, thank you, friends, for watching the video. Bye.